For my experimentation I will use two earth ground settings. So this is one I will use on one side, and then I will use an independent network which goes around my fence here up to the end as well. So this one I have here in the middle, I will use it for a different experiment where I do some testing here in nature, also with elevated terminals I will put up here on the side. So we're going to do some testing with this one outside later on. I did build a couple of years ago the CapGen or Tariel Kapanadze device, but I never had the possibility to test it because I did not have the conditions to test it, like having proper earth ground and having space and actually the tools to do the testing. So this coil is based on the latest configuration and setup from Jolene. I give you the technical drawings of it. So there's actually a group of people who have done that, did certain different things and changing of a wiring and windings. So what we're gonna do attempt here is we're gonna neglect in the first phase power input. So we're gonna take this one away and we replace it with a pulse generator. We have this part of it, and I will not draw energy. I will use again my example of a capacitor. How fast can I charge a capacitor? So that gives us that information. Ground to ground I have more than 10 meter, and that should be good. I measured previously also the resistance between my network and the single rod. It was around 9 mega ohm. So we're going to test this one, and by the way, he did have a high efficiency of over 90%, but it did not break the one coefficient, so there was no higher efficiencies than one existing. So none of the systems which have been replicated so far did break even. So they're all below that. So I will see, based on the information I have now, with having the right frequency via the ground, if you get more out of it. And let's see what I get. So my first test will consist of DMM connected to fast switching germanium diodes 1N34A. We'll also take the readings from the scope and we'll tune it into the ground. So we have one side connected on the ground, which is the power side. That means what comes in one of the side of the load goes to ground, and from the power generation one side, my example here from the driver, goes to the other ground. Let's see what we get. We have a similar scenario, just start only in my pulse generator. At the moment it's around 3.8 megahertz. I get around, yeah, again 1 volt. We'll start now my pulse generator and my power supply. So here we go. Again, overshoot. What do we got? 50 volt. Demon says 47 volt. Let's have a look. That's on the AC side. 47 volt on the DC side. So that before was AC plus DC. At the moment it's DC currently. So that's 47 volt on DC. Let's see what happens if I change. Okay, there's a lot of range in there. Let's get down here. 54, 56. A lot of harmonics in there. Let's see, this one is a very strong contender. 3.7 megahertz. Let's see if I go down, if I get more. Oh yes, that's a nice one. It's 1.4 megahertz. And then here becomes a bit stray. Not so much, so let's go back to the one we had for. That is 1.2, 21 volt. That's very strong. So 3.8 megahertz has a stronger peak, and here DC quite nicely, 52 volt. Let's see if I change. No, it doesn't make any difference. So let's check how fast I can charge a capacitor with that. As a little benchmark tool, the same capacitor I used before. It has at the moment 1.5 volt. Let's see how fast it charges when I start up my driver. Whoa, that is fast. It's much faster than my Tesla coil setup. That's really fast. But as I said, it's only about 25 volt. It's quite strange. So 50 volt, I assume it should stop. Should not continue. Because that's what the scope tells me on RMS. It's slowing down, yeah. So that's accurate, the measurement. It should be around 52 volt, 53 volt. That's the peak I get out here at the moment. Power input is 9 volt and 760 millivolt. It's about 7 watt. 50 volt now. I'm gonna stop it as 52. Yeah, 52 now. See if it's if it does increase above 52. It does. Well, it says at the moment 30, 27, so it would be 57, 58 volt. So I'm not gonna wait till 58 volt. I'm gonna continue doing some additional setups. Now copper rod in as recommended, and change the frequency around 1.4 megahertz and see what we got here. We got a double running helix against each other as mentioned, because the turns are right clockwise and counterclockwise against it. That means we have beautiful double helix structure here. Voltage is at the moment at 60 volt charged. That's beautiful. Voltage, yeah, it's about 66 volt. It's charged up at the moment to 58 volt. See if I can influence that a little bit with this power. So that happens with increase of power. So you have to beef up the power input to get that. So when we move to a MOF or to an NST, this effect should be much stronger. And I think that's where we get the power from.